Los 90s están de regreso. Época Pesada. Un nuevo programa conducido por Lupillo Rivera. Época Pesada. Estos sí son corridos.
So this is Dr. Green Thumbs. What's up with that?
Yeah, this is a Dr. Green Thumb Connect right here, right? And it's a piece that we use on this glass piece to do our concentrates on, right? You put the concentrates in there and you click on this 5 times to heat it up or to turn it on, and then 3 times to heat it up. Flip it, it'll create smoke. Flip it once again and the smoke shoots out and you hit it. But yeah, this is a collab we did with G-Pen, which are one of the big names in the cannabis game, you know what I mean? We decided to collaborate with them on this and with the Stunning Glass, which is a
then
popular
the flipping
piece.
in the water, just back and forth.
Yeah, this is a popular piece, man. When we bring this out on the podcast, people love it. And, when we put it up in our dispensaries, our Dr. Green Thumb dispensaries, man, we can't keep them in stock. People love that. It's crazy.
Qué manera tan interesante de empezar este episodio de Época Pesada. Estamos aquí aprendiendo. We're learning all this stuff because, I thought this was like what do we call those? What do they call those? Hookahs? Man?
Yeah, it looks like a hookah, but this is like a gravity bong. But they even made a hookah attachment if you wanted to do it like that style. But,
I knew somebody that did a lot of hookah and it was interesting.
Yeah,
pero estamos aquí en época pesada aquí con el gran B-Real de Cypress Hill. Ustedes se deben de acordar de todos los temas que salieron por aquellos años que andaba toda la gente bien interesada. La verdad, diciendo B-Real también participó en la canción, ahora sí que de Grandes Ligas. Un saludo para toda la gente que pues va a escuchar el tema, les va a gustar, o ya lo han escuchado, ya lo han bailado. Le mando un saludazo al productor George Prajin, que pues fue el que formó todo este rollo, fue el que formó toda esta onda de Grandes Ligas y pues estamos muy contentos de estar aquí con B-Real. So you're in the dispensary business?
Yeah.
Órale.
Yeah.
You have like dispensaries like
Right now we just have them in California, from Sacramento, San Francisco, Humboldt County, Los Angeles, Sylmar, and Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Cathedral City. And we're about to open up one in San Diego pretty soon. So, hey, it started from a song, with the Dr. Green Thumb song on a Cypress Hill album.
Oh, okay.
And, I took that on as a what do you call it? A third, like a alter ego.
Oh, okay.
Right? And from the alter ego, I made cannabis events and parties and shit under this Dr. Green Thumb name. So when the cannabis culture came here in terms of the new industry,
right,
that's how I came in, through the Dr. Green Thumb, character and brand that I created through the song. And it just made, it was an easy fit because, we've been talking about cannabis forever,
That is real cool. That is pretty sick. Entonces it's all over the northern, southern California.
Yeah. So right now, and we're gonna expand outside of California probably early next year.
So ever since everything became legal, como que it was easier to get into the business if you were already. Well, right now I imagine it's probably more difficult to get into it, right? I mean, they got a lot of issues. They got a lot of clauses here and there, no?
Yeah, I mean, it is difficult, but because every state has different rules and regulations.
Correct.
I mean, every city and county, even though the state has its own, you got to deal with each city's rules and regulations, right? So wherever you set up, you have to sort of do the homework on what is it that it's going to take so that I could be compliant in this city and this other city and in this. So, if you have a good team that does the homework and does all the necessary work, man, you know, it's not that bad, you know, because if you have a brand that people recognize and they trust, you can get it off. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like any product,
but it's expensive to get in the game in the beginning. You know what I mean? Just because of all the taxation that we have here in California. If you're operating in California, taxes are crazy high on the cannabis industry. So that's another thing.
How high are they, if you don't mind me asking? Like,
it's like 38%. Something like that.
No wonder they legalized it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're making a lot of money off the industry, and it's probably one of the highest, you know, taxes on any industry.
Hey, but if the business is there, you know, and people are buying.
Yes, we know that it works.
Yep, most people don't care about taxes if they're gonna. I mean, look at this thing right here. I mean.
Yeah.
So what sells more, the flower or dabs, or what is?
The flower always sells more, I think. I mean, but the dabs sell a lot. You know, there's a whole different culture of consumer that buys the concentrates only, because it's such a quicker impact. And depending if you're doing a low temperature dab, meaning you're not using a lot of heat, you're getting the flavor and you're still getting high, but the flavor is crazy. If you're doing a high temperature dab, it's usually hot and it's impactful, like immediately. So people that want to get high quick, they don't want to like smoke a lot to get high. You can fucking take one of those hot, like you know, as long as there's enough in there.
So a beginner, you gotta be careful with that.
Yes, if you're a beginner, you gotta hope someone is gonna guide you properly so that it doesn't overwhelm you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Maybe we should have a release party of Grandes Ligas and have maybe like a couple of those sitting on the table.
This will scare people off right here, man. This is
or you know what? We have a big press release and have all the press. And when the press comes in, hey, you got to take a hit of this.
You want to ask a question? You want to ask a question? Boom, you got to fucking hit this.
That would be pretty interesting.
See if you remember the question.
All right, but you stay like, what was I going to answer? Hey, so, wow. So how long you been in this industry?
You know, we've been talking about this, you know, cannabis in terms of music with Cypress Hill since 1991. So advocacy and activism and all that, it's been, you know, 30 years, right?
Wow.
In terms of being in the industry, the business, I'm going to say, you know, probably before it became, you know, from going into black market into white market, probably like 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Right. Building the brand before they allowed.
Before it went legal.
Yeah, you know, we were ahead of the game because we knew that, you know, the possibility of it becoming legal was there, you know, because people wanted that. And we had been hearing it all over the place, even in different countries, obviously, you know, that you could see now are legal and shit, you know. So we knew that this is one day coming, better to build a brand right now.
Right.
Before this becomes like an obstacle later.
Exactly, yeah.
And so that's what I
like it is right now. Right now it's an obstacle.
Yeah, so you know, in the legal white market, you know, as they call it, whatever, you know, we've been in it for about, I'm say 4 or 5 years. Before we, like with the shops, this, you know, our Silmar shop is on the 3rd year anniversary was this year. So, you know, in terms of the shops, our first shop, it's 3 years, you know. So
that is pretty cool. We should have done the interview right there in one of the shops. That would have been cool.
You know, we could always do something there. You know, it's all good.
That would have gotten super interesting if we would have lit this thing up. And I wouldn't do it. I'm more friendly with the alcohol. Alcohol is very friendly.
That's the thing in the shops. We can't have smoking in the shop. They don't allow us to. They can come buy it,
but they can't smoke it.
They can't smoke it in there. Now, when in our place in Cathedral City, we have a smoke lounge. Mm-hmm. So like you can buy it, and then you go into the next area that's separate from the
actual shop,
the retail floor. Right. They can go consume it there as long as they're not on the retail floor. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be happening more so in the next couple of years is
This is a cool business. This is some interesting business to get into. I mean, if you have the capital to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because it ain't no game. So
yeah, it's not cheap to get in. That is for sure.
And you guys are still performing as Cypress Hill. You guys are still going out there doing shows and all that.
Yeah, before things got closed down, we were doing shows and we had tours planned and all that, and we're planning something possible, in the next couple months, but we're seeing if it truly opens up first. But yeah,
I think the worst day that existed in the world was 4/20/20.
Yeah,
because you couldn't do nothing, right? I mean,
shit. As a stoner,
that would have been a good party. 4/20/20 at 4/20.
Everybody got high as hell by themselves,
right? Probably on Zoom calls or something, FaceTime calls.
Yep.
Bro, that's not cool. No, but you guys were planning to do tours and all that, and then this pandemic stopped us, so you guys are replanning it? You guys are reworking it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this year is our 30th anniversary for the first album. On August 13th is the anniversary for the first Cypress album, which is the self-titled one. So, we planned this year to put out a graphic novel. With it, it's called 3X.
Oh, okay.
And then celebrate the album, and also working on a documentary that we were trying to put out sometime this year to coincide with the anniversary. So keep it
Cypress
busy.
Hill's still going strong, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
30 years, that's a long time, man.
Yeah, and then we just about a month ago, maybe we put out a song called Champion Sound, produced by Black Milk for MLB, the video game for Major League Baseball. And
that's cool.
It's a little taste of the album we have coming next year, So.
That is cool. No, pues a toda la gente que haya estado mirando este gran episodio de Época Pesada, pues gracias por estar con nosotros, la verdad, de aprender de este negocio que pues yo no sabía nada de eso. Yo nomás miré este aparato aquí, se me hizo bien interesante, y dije, pues qué esta chingadera qué es. Pero pues ya el gran maestro aquí explained it to us. So go to Dr. Green Thumbs and try to get one because they run out real quick.
Fast. Yeah.
Now, and I want to thank you for the collaboration right there in Grandes Ligas. La verdad, it was pretty cool.
Hey, thank you for inviting me, man.
Hey, man, that's
cool.
That's a pretty cool song. And un saludo para Alemán, para Santa Fe Clan, Snoop Dogg, gracias por todo el apoyo. George Prajin, gracias por la production de esa rola. Y pues ahí seguiremos en otro episodio de Época Pesada. Aquí estamos con mi compa B-Real. Bueno, pues para toda la gente de Época Pesada, pues estamos viendo todo este rollo de acá de Dr. Green Thumbs. Aquí el aparatón estas cosillas así. La neta, yo creo que para los fans, el fanbase mío, pues ha de ser complicado todo este rollo. Ustedes ya saben que nomás usan una tarjetita ahí, hacen sus cositas, ¿verdad? Así que con precaución.